Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. Today is November 26, 2024. We're looking at Proverbs chapter 26, yes. And we're going to look at verses 23 through 26. 23 through 26. And it says this: Smooth lips with an evil heart are like glaze on an earthen vessel. A hateful person disguises himself with his speech and harbors deceit within. When he speaks graciously, don't believe him, for there are 7 abominations in his life. Though his hatred is concealed by deception, his evil will be revealed in the assembly. So as I was looking at this morning, I was looking at it and thinking about, what is this hateful person and how is it hidden, right? And Solomon compares it to a clay pot that's covered with dross or silver dross. It's a glaze that is put on a clay pot or a clay bowl or a clay whatever. And so if you're buying a clay pot, a clay bowl, a clay plate, a clay cup, and it's covered in a glaze, it's useful, but it's also breakable. It's going to, you care for it differently. You don't let it soak in the water. You take care of it in a different way. This ceramic mug is a perfect example of a clay vessel covered in a glaze, right? I can put my hot coffee in it. The glaze protects the ceramic, and it does well, right? But what we're talking about here is silver dross, and that was used as a glaze. It's the byproducts of silver. It looks like silver, but it's got almost no value. And they would take that and cover a clay vessel, and they would sell it as if it was silver. So you thought you were buying this solid silver cup, but it was brittle like clay. You thought what you were seeing was real. It was valuable. And now you're reaching in and grabbing it, and you bang it against the counter as you're coming by, which with a silver cup would dent it, but it's still useful. And a clay pot covered with silver dross would shatter, and you realize you were taken. But it's after you've already paid the money and gone on your way and used it a few times, and you experience that. Solomon is saying that a hateful person is just like that cup. It looks really good in the marketplace. It looks really good the first few times you're around it. But eventually, it's going to be exposed. We've all been that person, that hateful person that's been exposed, but we've also often been the person that has bought the clay vessel. We've looked at it, thought it was beautiful, loved what was said, and hung on to it and ran with it. And so often in my life, I have to be aware that people, even vendors, may be selling me clay vessels covered in dross and think they're really silver. They got duped themselves. And so we all have to be careful, don't we? The good news is, God says, it will be revealed when you surround yourself with others who follow along with what God has too. See, this is the reason we need fellowship, the reason we need to be in a church. It's just one of the reasons, but it is a good reason. If you are around other people, you can rely on experiences of others. Now, don't get me wrong. There are hateful people within the church. Trust me, I know there are hateful people in the church because I was one of those people for years. I was no good and I didn't help anybody in the way I interacted. I'm not proud of that. But I also know that by being around long enough, God got a hold of me and changed me. And I also know that some of what my evil was just me reselling what was sold to me, not knowing. I got around good people who started guiding me in the right direction, started getting fed in good ways, and started to be able to see, you know what? A clay vessel covered in dross is a useful cup. But it's a clay vessel, not a silver cup. Therefore, the value and the use is different. Today, people are going to share things with you. They're going to talk to you. It's your responsibility to be in the Word of God every day, connecting with the Spirit of God every day through prayer, meditation, not and separating yourself from everything. Meditation on what God says and letting God speak to you. Being around other people that challenge you. Testing everything. A simple test of a silver vessel will tell you the purity of the metal, whether it's really a clay pot or a silver vessel. Being around others that can teach you how to notice those things and see the differences. You can look at a ceramic mug and there's a white line around the bottom down here. Tells you it's ceramic. It's not steel. Simple things like that can teach you huge lessons. Smooth lips with an evil heart are like glaze on an earthen vessel. Although hatred is concealed by deception, the evil will be revealed in the assembly. You have to be around other people to help you discern what's true. I love y'all. Hope you have a great day. God bless.